One thing that fascinates me the most about money is the fact that only 8% of the world's money exists in physical cash. 8%. The vast majority of the world's money is in digital forms like bank deposits and electronic transactions. That's numbers on computer screens. Let that sink in for a second. Hey guys, my name is Tito, and this is the third and final episode in this series where I'm looking at the correlation between money and lots of men's decision these days to delay dating and settling down. Now, I should say at this point, and in the spirit of inclusion and gender equity, that there are also lots of women who have decided to postpone finding love and settling down for the purpose of financial stability and pursuing their careers. And there's nothing wrong with that, nothing at all. But like I said in episode 1, I'm focusing more on young men or men generally because there are just far more men who are not romantically involved than there are women. In fact, to the degree of like 2 to 1. But nonetheless, I believe that the teachings in this series apply to and are beneficial to both genders because at the heart of each of the 3 videos is basically how people can do better with their finances, especially if they plan to settle down sometime soon. Now, speaking of finances, this third episode is about money, and it really got me thinking about the different things that money represents. But how about we start here? What is money? According to Investopedia, money is any item or medium of exchange that symbolizes perceived value. Now, while the functions of money include it's a store of value, it's a unit of account, and it's a medium of exchange, money represents different things in the minds of people. For example, it can represent a person's social status or how financially secure they are. Money is an easy and generally accepted measure for where a person is in life or their quality of life, but it's not the only measure for those things. And I'll explain what I mean by that a little later in this video. You see, in the course of conducting this study and making this 3-episode series, a lot of single men turned me down when I asked to interview them about how money has kept them from dating and settling down. And I think it's because they were worried about how people who would watch the interviews would interpret that. They were worried that maybe that them not dating because of monetary reasons would mean that they're not dating and settling down because they're broke. And they didn't want people to have that impression of them. And when I discovered this, I realized that lots of people are actually chasing the wrong thing. Many of us chase money when we should be chasing the thing that money chases, which is value. A young lady I interviewed off camera recently on the same topic, she said it so well, and what she said really opened up my eyes. Her name is Marian Adebola, by the way. She's also a YouTuber and she's in the tech space. Check her out. Anyway, what Marian said was that money isn't a requirement she looks for in a man. What she looks for is value. The way he thinks, the value of his ideas. Because these are the things that will determine what value he'll give to the world and what the world will pay him back in terms of money. So it's not money that's really what she's looking for in him. She's looking for value. So basically, just because a guy doesn't have money today doesn't mean he'll never have money. What's more important is his capacity to create value and bring that value to the marketplace. And she says that's something that she can determine in a guy after a series of conversations. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I've changed locations. Life happened. So what? We're filming in the car now. So what I need to learn, and perhaps what other people who want to settle down but are also worried about money should learn, is that money shouldn't be what determines who we date or who we marry, because money alone won't tell you if somebody will make a great partner. If that was the case, then billionaires, they'd all have great marriages and they'd never get divorced. Believing that money is what makes a great partner is like believing that a country that has a great GDP year on year automatically makes that country a great place to live. And that may not be true, because what about things like security, transport networks, weather conditions, rule of law? These things also matter in terms of, making a country livable or not. I mean, would you live in a country that constantly has a high GDP, but insecurity is zero and the transport network is non-existent? Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this 3-episode series titled Men, Marriage, and Money, and that you've been able to learn a few things about how you can do better with your finances, whether you're male or female, single or married. The main thing is that you continuously improve the value you bring to yourself, to others, and to society. And if you can do that, money to take care of yourself and your family will inevitably come. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do me a favor and like this video by clicking on the like button, subscribe to this channel as well, and share this video with anyone who you feel might enjoy it. Thanks once again, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Take care.